It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the AFC North. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens, and it comes your way next.
Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Good to be with you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense, we're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
Here's Evan McPherson, and off we go here in Baltimore. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
We had a couple of his games early in his career, and of course, all the way to his days back in college, his athleticism jumps off the screen. But Mike, these last couple years, his development as a true passer, his ability to operate from the pocket, that's what's really taken his game to this MVP level. And tell you what, we didn't think there was a lot more things that he could do on a football field, and it seems like every year he's proven otherwise.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Now the first carry for King Henry. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Bateman is the motion man. 2nd down. Jackson laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore first down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now on 2nd down. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. Back to throw, Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. This one complete to Bateman. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical third down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
First and goal, and it's Henry. He'll be racked up there down at the 3-yard line. Second and goal. Again, it'll be Henry. A dive, and he's in! Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. There is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. And they're led by the #1 overall pick in 2021, national champion at LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
We're looking at one of the most gifted quarterbacks in the league, and really, Mike, it's not just post-snap with the arm talent and the ability to make every throw, but it's even what he's able to do before the ball is snapped. He's one of the smartest quarterbacks in the league. Remember, coming off an injury-shortened season just a year ago, he's looking to prove he's still an elite quarterback in the NFL.
They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Brown. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
You know what they say, Mike, is the best third down play in the NFL? Don't get to third down. Well, I'll tell you what, this has been a clinic so far here on their opening drive. 3 plays, 3 first downs, and Now the question is, can they take advantage of this fast start and come away with some points?
Now Brown. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after one, it's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They go play action for Burrow. He'll tuck it and take off.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
Slot man in motion left. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. They bring Chase in motion. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
Burrow to throw for it on 4th down. That one is caught beyond the pylon. Andre Yosevich. Touchdown, Bengals.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Flowers with the catch. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. but the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
On third down, Jackson under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
On fourth down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Bengals offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Burrow. He'll get that to all his tight end. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is 1st down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early 1st down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. Play action now. It's Burrow. He runs with it. And Burrow not going to take any chances. Slides to a stop after picking up the 1st down.
And the Bengals 1st down.
Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. There he goes again.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now, Burrow. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly. Now a 3rd and 2. Now Burrow. That one taken in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it, and the Bengals will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Ravens 7.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Hardy now with the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent position to start this drive. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
In motion comes Andrews. Now Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
I just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open. He knew he was in the right spot. He stayed open. The quarterback delivered a good ball.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Bateman is the motion man. Off the play fake, Jackson. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple. Here's Jordan Stout now as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They send the tight end in motion. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Bengals are out in front. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half, about to get started. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Back to throw, Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
You'll find Brown out of the backfield. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Burrow now. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A carry here for Brown. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He'll get this out quickly to his left. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Well, sometimes as a play caller, it's pretty easy. Get the ball into the hands of your best players. In this case, a wide receiver screen. Get it to him quick, get some blockers out in front, let him do the rest after the catch, and he picks up the 1st down.
Here's Brown. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
They'll run here with Brown. And he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? He's got it at the 7. He is in. Andre Yosifov. Touchdown, Bengals. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. On is McPherson for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bengals will take a 21-7 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Hardy now with the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Bateman is the motion man. Jackson now on 2nd down. He's got his tight end. It's Andrews. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Raven first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
A first down throw for Jackson. To the tight end, Likely. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Bateman is the motion man. 2nd down, Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. This is Henry. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
He'll get this out wide. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Aguilar goes off in motion. On the handoff, it's Henry. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Slot receiver headed right. Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frank.
To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner.
Just think back to a few plays ago, Mike. This offense is finding themselves entering the red zone. It looked like we're about to see a touchdown, but that's how fast things can change in this game. The defense finds themselves with their back against the wall, coming up with a huge 4th down stop. Not only do they keep points off the board, but it's nicer to do it when you come off with the ball in your hand.
Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. To throw is Burrow. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one, and it'll be 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
So often we see a team that's milking a 2-score lead get very conservative, especially in the 4th quarter, but not this coach. He says, all right, I might have a 2-score lead. I want to make it 3. He's trying to put as much pressure on his opponent possible here down the stretch late.
And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. Second down and 3. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. Off he goes.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Now Burrow on the bootleg. That's into the hands of Yosivas. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Up the middle they go. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go. This defense in desperate need of a stop. And here comes 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Catch left side is made by Higgins. And now we get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Ravens offense about ready to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Aguilar, complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On second down, Jackson again. He'll look underneath for Henry, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
So here comes 3rd and 5. Again, it's Jackson. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. 13 yards on that pass play. First down, Baltimore.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's second down. To the air one more time with Jackson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Jackson up top again. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal. Now Jackson. He pulls it in around the 5. Now, 2nd and goal. One last shot now for Jackson. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So, this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. A bit of a surprise, this one on paper. You figure this would have been a difficult assignment, trying to win away from home against a team of this caliber. No problems, though. They find a way to get it done. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.